Morning YouTube, or afternoon, it's dinner time actually. Bit of change of pace this week. I had a couple of weeks good training for my Dartmoor north to south, and now I thought it seemed like a good time to have an easy week, nice relaxing stroll. I've come up to Drew Stainton. I'm going to do a nice leisurely 9-mile walk. It's going to take in Fingle Bridge, Castle Drogo I think. And I'm following this, a little leaflet. I'll tell you a bit more about them in a minute. Let me read you a little bit of information about Drew Stainton. The village's original Saxon name was simply Teign, meaning farm by a river. Drew was added in the 12th century when a Norman landowner, Drogo, owned the manor. The thatched houses surrounding the village square date from the 16th century. Okay, let's get walking. It says, from Drew Stainton village centre, with your back to the post office behind me, walk towards the telephone box. Turn right here, sign Widden Down 150 metres. Later, turn left onto a track signed to Hunter's Path, Fingle Bridge and Two Moors Way. Now, the other week someone did ask if I could have a look around some of the little villages around Dartmoor. It's not something that I've done much of in the past, but I do need to cross off these squares on the 365, so I thought that's a good idea. And then I remembered I had these little brochures. You get 2 boxes, one's north more, one's south. Each box has got about 8, I think, little brochures like this with 2 walks on. So one is sort of shorter than the other. We're doing the longer walk, 9-mile walk today. So we've turned off now. Just noticed I've got my sunglasses on my head again. I don't want to lose these pair because I haven't run. At the bottom of the hill, take the right fork signed Hunter's Path. Climb the short hill, emerging from the woodlands into a field. Cross the next 2 fields by following the fence line on your right hand side. As you top the hill, views of Dartmoor and the Tin Gorge open up before you. Well, the moors are coming into view now, but just as stunning is the views back across there. That patchwork of fields again. Beautiful. Leave this field by the stile and descend the short slope. 100 metres later, turn right. Signed Hunter's Path. By way of this excellent path, contour the gorges, side walking towards Castle Drogo. You will shortly come to a rocky bluff called Sharp Tor. Oh, smashing views here. All those trees over there. Well, I thought after last week's walk on the coast, when I got to the end of that, I thought I don't want to do any more long walking. I did enjoy it. I think the roads knocked me for 6 at the end of that. But now I'm here, I'll have a relaxing week off. This is something else. You feel like you're up high here. Long way down. Not many views like this in Dartmoor that I've seen so far anyway. This is beautiful. There's Castle Drogo coming in over there. On a day like this could be somewhere foreign, you know? The lush trees and the dusty paths. You could be aboard. Right, well, there is a choice to go up to visit Castle Drogo. I've been there before, I'm going to give it a miss. Just carry on walking, it's still quite a long walk without it. I'll give you a bit of information about Castle Drogo anyway. Full of information, these little leaflets. Built of granite between 1910 and 1930, Castle Drogo was designed by Sir Edward Lutyens for Julius Drew, founding partner of the home and colonial grocery store. The first supermarket? ? If you are not visiting Castle Drogo, continue walking straight ahead, signed Hunter's Path and Dogmarsh Bridge. Now this is a sight that you have to come and see with your own eyes. It's like Isla Nublar, Jurassic Park. How many trees are there, you know? Amazing. Now we're going to be going down on that path there in a minute, but we're just going to go over here. There's a viewpoint from Hunter's Tor. Better take that in. Oh wow. Can you hear all that clicking? What the hell's that? Weird. It's like the clicking coming from the gorse. Well, that was Hunter's Tor. Heading back. Descend into the gorge, finally leaving the Drogo estate by a wooden gate. Turn left onto the lane signed Fisherman's Path. 100 metres later at Gibb House, fork left, then take a second left fork which leads down to the river. Oh, it's pleasant down here today, nice and cool. A welcome change to be in this shade. Seen these? Ants, huge, look at them. Millions of them. I'll tell you what, they're about a centimetre big each, they're huge. I've never seen ants like it. So we've hit the river now. Just got some views up off of that bridge, but we stay this side of the river. Carry on down here. Looks like this is the weir. They've dammed off this area by the looks of it. And yeah, lovely pool for swimming in, if you're brave enough. So we're right down in the valley now that we was looking down on earlier. Looks quite inhospitable. It's like Endor. We've gone from Jurassic Park to Star Wars. Well, it's tranquil down here. It's cool. But we're right down and I think we've got to get right back up, so yeah, it could be a hot, strenuous climb out of here. Quite good. Got some steps to contend with. Get it done, Trev. Like a machine. Whoa, let's pick over here. Made it. It's a fair old walk to Fingle Bridge. So in a minute, the two walks on this brochure will be diverging. One will go one way back to Drew Staton, and I think we're going to carry on further on to the moors, perhaps. I don't know. We'll have a look when we get there. Okay, we're at Fingle Bridge. Fingle Bridge is one of Devon's most attractive spots. Here a 16th century pack horse bridge straddles the River Teign. Its purpose was to provide a safe crossing point for industries based on the south side of the river. These included a corn mill 500 metres downstream of the bridge. It was well sited to take advantage of the fast flowing river. On reaching Fingle Bridge, leave the riverside path by way of the Kissing Gate and cross Fingle Bridge, bear left into Charles and Hannacombe Woods, and then right, taking a footpath uphill signed Cambrook Castle. I'm just having a bite and a drink and a little rest before I conquer this hill. But I remember the last time we came here with the kids, we made this. Just for fun. Oh, that is stunning. It's beautiful all the way back to Castle Drogo. You can see the path that we took underneath it. So we've walked all that today. And then back in around, weaving in around these trees by the river. Summit, isn't it? We're not done yet. Still going. Not much further, I hope. Oh, hot now. This has been an excessive climb. I've been walking for about a quarter of an hour, 20 minutes, all uphill. Feels longer than a 9-mile walk, I must say. I've been walking for 3 hours. Yeah, I've stopped here and there, but nothing excessive. And it looks like I've got more than the same I've done already to go. So I'll be very surprised if I do it in 4 hours. I'll be very surprised if it turns out to be 9 miles. You can see to the left hand side is the Fingle Bridge Walk. And then to the right hand side, down under the woodland, is where we're going. We're not even up at point F yet. Fingle Bridge is point E. Well, I've reached the road. I was supposed to see a lookout for a hill fort somewhere, Cambrook Castle, but I didn't see it. So that was a waste of a journey. Back on the lanes again. Flashbacks of last week. I feel claustrophobic. I need to get out of here. I gotta get out of here. More country lanes. Well, I'm approaching 9 miles on View Ranger. So I'm wondering now, is my View Ranger accurate? Maybe not. But then I'm nearly 4 hours, which is how long it said the walk's going to take. So either they are quite far out with their estimations or View Ranger's out. But either way, I'd say I'm half the way there. Here we go now. Down here, we're getting off the roads. The trouble is, now we're heading back down to the river. We've got to get back up again to Drew Stainton after this. So yeah, we're not over the worst of it yet. Another gate, great. That's a lovely one. I can use my elbow on that. See? Gates. Oh, I can hear the river. So we're getting there. It's been a steep descent. It's the river. Right, so I'm reading ahead to what I've got coming up, and it says once I get to Fingle Bridge I've got to find the Hunter's Path. 200 metres later, turn left off the road, doubling back up a very steep hill. 800 metres later you will emerge through the trees exhausted. Ah, brilliant. This was meant to be an easy walk. So back past Fingle Bridge. Now I'd imagine it's up here. There we got to go, break out of those trees. That is going to be a walk and a half. I'm bracing myself, but then I do this all the time. I'll be all right. Here, squirrel. Here we go. We can do hills. We do hills all the time. Oh, it turned out to be a training day after all. Well, I'm breaking out the trees. Is this it? Is this it? I hope so. It seems to be levelling off. That was a killer, that. We've been here. They were right. You do crash through the trees exhausted, but the views do make up for it. Here we go. Hunter's Path, Drew Station. Yes, please. Excuse me, horses. Horses. I don't want to walk around behind them, I'll get kicked. Oh, look at this. They're not in any rush to get out of my way. Can you move, please? Don't kick. Promise you won't kick. I'm going this way. It's you I want to watch out for. Where do you all come from anyway? Hey? Let me past. Come on in. Oh dear. Oh, now I know where I am. Back to square one. Home stretch. Well, by the time I get back to the car, I've probably done about 14, maybe 15 miles. I'm hoping that this track has been completely misjudged in the leaflet. Else, I am massively overestimating my abilities for this north to south walk on Dartmoor. This could be an absolute killer. I'm really dreading it after these last couple of weeks. It's like every time I've gone out, there's been another like awakening. The first week it was getting lost in the mist. The second week it was really struggling for like the last few miles on my coast walk. And now I'm doubting my miles are true on View Ranger. I might actually be achieving less than I thought. Hopefully it's not. I'm having this love-hate relationship with roads at the moment. I didn't want to see the one earlier. I hated those roads last week. I love finding the road at the end of that Dartmoor walk. I was so glad to see this one. Anyway, until next time, stick a fork in me. I'm done. Peace.